Hey y'all, this is Uncle Lila and this is Uncle Lila Plans. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy. In today's video, we're going to be planning this current week, which is September 22nd through the 28th. Yes, 22nd through 28th. Today we are going to be using the Saddie Stickers mystery kit from August of last year. It's this very beautiful like fall bookstore type of kit. So these are the stickers I've picked out that we're going to be using, or at least try to use anyhow. I like the copper foil on them. I think it goes really well with the photos. Just some big florals and some big deco pieces. And then I do have this sheet of florals here. So we'll be using the Saddie Stickers sticker kit. We'll be using my handy dandy ruler, which is from the Coffee Monster Co., which, can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see. Which is just the rule and the measurements. It also has these stencil bits on it, which I don't ever use, but I think it's cool. I might actually use it this week. And for pens, we're going to be using two Sarasa clips in the vintage colorways. So we have this red and this brown color, and this is in the 0.5. We have this mustard yellow and terracotta color from Papermate. These are Papermate Flare pens. Just Papermate. And then we're also going to be using this brown mild liner. It's in the color brown. And it does have a fine tip as well as a chisel tip. We'll also be using my whiteout. This is the Tombow Mono Original Correction Tape. And the planner is going to be the N2 Sterling Ink Compact Horizontal Planner. There's a dog here and there. Currently, I'm using the horizontal, but if you watched my planner unboxing video, you will know that I will be moving to a full year as of next year. And when it does get closer to setup time, we will be going over that. Okay. So, if you've never seen it plan with me, also I use these tabs from Avery tabs that I use in the glitter colorway. They are removable and they leave no sticky residue. They don't damage the paper at all. So it's why I like using them, because I can easily move them throughout my planner. I don't like using regular tabs because I feel like it gets dented when I use a cover and they get kind of like bent. So maybe I'm using covers wrong, who knows? Okay, so let's get started. So I normally work from right to left because I'm left-handed and I don't want anything to smear. Let's zoom you in a bit. So I'm really focusing well today. There we go. Okay, so typically I'll do that, but I do my lines first and I compartmentalize my planner in different sections. So this section that I'm going to do over here is for important events, bills due, important dates, things like that. So I always go 7 spaces over. 6, 7. Okay. Draw a line straight down. Ta-da. Then we're going to do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is start doing my, what are these called? I just highlight the bit and make like a title header. A header, that's what it's called. It's called a header. Okay, so Okay, let's try using this. We've never used it before, but let's try. Okay. Oh no, I already messed up. I did it in the wrong spot. That's why we have whiteout. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little bit more challenging than I thought. But that's okay. Okay, so first thing I do is my weekly task that I have to get done this week. I have to pay rent. to get a birthday gift. Okay, and then I think there's one more. Oh, I have two. I have to look for an eye doctor. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Okay. All right, so that's everything for this week. Okay, and then the next portion that I work on is the biggest portion of this little sidebar bit. And this is where I track all of my habits, my to-dos, my symptoms, my mood, and my sleep. Okay. Okay. So we're going to incorporate the colored pencils, or the colored pens. And then, okay, so we need, actually, we're going to use these on this side. So we'll keep those clicked out, but we'll do these over here. Okay. Also, you might hear Briar snoring. She's currently asleep under my desk. Don't need that right now. She likes to lay under my desk. She always has since she was a little puppy. She just snuggles at my feet and falls asleep. It's super cute. Let's see, what's been going on lately? Nothing too terribly much. Work has been going really well. I'm really loving my position. I feel like I get to make a difference every day, and I get to help people and kind of share my experience and my advice, and I really love what I do. So that's been going really well. Okay, we got face, teeth, and meds. Planner things. I got my 2026 planners from Sterling Ink, and I absolutely loved them. If you saw my video, I absolutely appreciate that. I got the sweetest comments. I was out to dinner and I literally started crying when I read one of them because it was just so sweet and so kind. So I super appreciate that. When I'm writing, I try to focus, so I'm not really talkative, so I apologize. My plan with me's are generally kind of quiet. Let's see. Games, not tidy journal. I think that's everything for the task, and then we want to move into hobbies is the last one. That's what I thought. Okay. And I already made a mess. I'm definitely trying to make skincare and hair care much more of a priority. Typically, I would save those 4 days I have off, but since I work 7 days a week right now, that's not possible. So I try to make sure I wake up within enough time to where I can prioritize my skincare and my care in general. I've not really been sleeping well lately. So I'm going to try to go to bed a little bit earlier tonight. I never sleep well, but lately it's just been, I don't know, kind of bad. It's going to be really rainy all week here, and it's raining right now. Pain, dizziness, headache, stomach fatigue. And I want to do mood and sleep. What else? Okay, that's what I want. Okay. And the brain tends to give me a lot of pain. So I'm having like a massive headache, and I am really struggling with a lot of joint pain today. Like my body's just really achy and sore. And I know it's from the rain because that's how I always get when it rains, which really kind of sucks because ever since I was little, I've always loved the rain. I've always thought it was beautiful. I actually wanted to move to Seattle for a while because of how much it rains there. So kind of sad about that. Okay, and then these are going to be my weekly dinners. So this is today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, hopefully you can't see my big head. And that does not leave a lot of room for a weekly review, but that's okay. Okay, so the way that I do this is I do tasks that I have to get done for the week that I do every week, tasks that I have to get done specifically this week, my tracker, my menu tracker, what I have for dinner every night, and then my weekly review. I think I might go back to taking up doing like when I did before, instead of just doing a straight line down, of doing like the bits, like taking up 2 things per row and see if that works. So I feel like this took up a lot of room this week, especially if I have a busy week and I gotta get a lot done. Because I have to do my trackers. I have to do this every week, so yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. Okay. So we're just gonna draw this line. Hillberry's being so cute right now. She's like snuggled into me so she can sleep better. Okay, so let's get the weekly tasks done. Okay. 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 So I'm really, really tired today. The pain is kind of crud. Is that what we get for not alternating? The pain is kind of a lot today. Just sitting here in this chair. Now, mind you, I did work today. I did do a wee bit of chores. I mostly just vacuumed and tidied up the house. I didn't like do anything extraneous, but when you have chronic illnesses, it feels extraneous because your body's already like using a lot of energy to trying to recover from your symptoms and make you feel normal. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. And that's what I thought. Okay. So I'm dyslexic, if you guys don't know, and I struggle a lot with spelling. And I appreciate, honestly, that nobody's ever pointed out my spelling mistakes in my videos. I will catch them afterwards, but I appreciate the fact that nobody's like maliciously trying to point anything out, which is amazing. Put it away. I also super appreciate the comments. I thought those were the sweetest, just nicest things ever. I have to bleed through on this. It's not bad. Like I said, I was legitimately sitting at dinner and starting to cry because of how sweet and wonderful the comments were. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed my giddiness. I'm generally really like that, especially when I'm opening something I'm really excited for. I'm generally a very positive, giddy, like excited person. Like I'm very much the person that when you're excited for me, I'm excited for you. Or like if something good happens for you, I will join you in that excitement. Like, you know, people get married or engaged or get their house or get their dream job, or, you know, if they've been struggling through some things for a while. That was stupid. I like to celebrate people and those wins and those things, and I always try to be a very positive, very bright, upbeat person. And I always try to like look at the bright side of things. I don't like that. So the fact that it was appreciated just really makes me happy, and I really appreciate you guys. I haven't done a lot of unboxings on my I about to say bathroom, so looking at the word bathroom. I haven't done a lot of unboxings on my channel this year because I have been struggling job-wise, but also if you saw my 2025 planner supplies video, I talked about how I was trying to use what I already had because I had a lot of stuff, so there's no really reason for me to buy it. I mean, this kit is from over a year ago, so I'm needing to get through the stash that I have so I can like make room for things that I enjoy, but also use the things I spent money on, you know what I mean? Okay. Because I didn't buy all this stuff to not use it and just sit in drawers and just be unused. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So I kind of challenged myself before I knew it was going to be happening this year to kind of use what I have and not really buy anything without like really considering the purchase, and just going through my stash, seeing what I liked, what I didn't like, what do I actually use for my planners and my setups and my journaling and things, and what do I end up like, I keep doing that, not using or moving away from, or just keep collecting but never really going through anything, you know? Like I have a ton of washi tape, a ton of washi tape that I need to get through. So there really is no point in buying a bunch of washi tape when I already have a bunch of washi tape without getting rid of or using what I already have. I have several completely full sticker albums. There's no point. What was that? There is no point in just keeping collecting and collecting and collecting if I'm never going to use this stuff. And a lot of this stuff costs a lot of money, at least for me it does. So there really is no point in just hoarding it. So this year I was on a mission to use what I already have, and I figured out what I like, what I don't like to use, what I will continue to purchase in the future, and what there's really no point in me trying to purchase. Okay, so there's that. So it's really helped me kind of like lock in and figure out what my planning style is, what my decorating style is, and how I want things to look moving forward. So I still have a ton of stuff to get through. I still have a lot of supplies that I need to use up and utilize. So I think I'll be doing another like no spend, low spend year next year. There are some shops that I have missed the drops from. There are some subscription services that I missed having, that I'm going to maybe try to reincorporate in 2026. But as of right now, I'm really happy and really proud that I was able to stick to my low buy / no buy for the year, and really kind of focus and using in the things that I have, because it has helped me kind of use my creativity and really, I think I have a lot of stuff due this week. I have Netflix, and then Margie's birthday's on Friday. So if it's something that you're thinking about doing, I highly recommend, because it really helps you figure out like what your style is currently. And I'm not saying that style can't change, because it absolutely can. You can absolutely have an entirely different style than you do currently. It's just, for me, I know what that is right now, and a lot of the supplies that I had accumulated didn't really fit that style. So, I think I have a lot of stuff due this week. I have Netflix, and then Margie's birthday's on Friday. So if it's something that you're thinking about doing, I highly recommend, because it really helps you figure out like what your style is currently. And I'm not saying that style can't change, because it absolutely can. You can absolutely have an entirely different style than you do currently. It's just, for me, I know what that is right now, and a lot of the supplies that I had accumulated didn't really fit that style. So Yeah, so the way that I do it, when I use this column here, I do journaling on this side. So words are hard, sorry. So I tend to use multicolored pens for journaling on this side, and then I'm going to use the felt pens over here. I really like that. Yeah, question is, let's label these because I forgot last week. So yeah, it's something I recommend. It's something I'm really happy that I did. And I'm really proud of myself. One second, I have to get some water. Because I feel like as planner people, especially when we first start out, we want to get all of the things. And we do get all the things. Like everybody, every single channel. You watch any planner channel, I can promise you there is a video or a moment where they're like, hey, you don't need all of the things. Here's a way, here's all of these ways that you can avoid spending all your money and wasting it. And then literally none of us listen. None of us listen. And then we do all the things, try all the sizes, all the decorating, the washi tape, the stickers, the stamps, the whole shebang. We realize, okay, here's what we actually like, and then here's all of the stuff we wasted money on. So I could tell you a million times over, it's certain, which if you want to see a video on that or learn ways to do that, let me know in the comments. I'll absolutely share everything that I know to do. But most of the time it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna overdo it, and then before you know it, you have all of the things. So yeah, just something that I've been thinking about recently. And okay, let's see here. Think about using this big strip, but I also want kind of more like a bookish theme, you know? So I'm kind of feeling like these two. So let's take these two. Put that there. And then put this at the top. I'll put this one at the bottom. Ooh, I like that. That's really pretty. I feel it encapsulates a lot of the colors. I like that a lot. I really do. Okay, let's see. What else can we use? What else? Let's see. So if you want to see a video on that, let me know in the comments. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're going to use what you're going to use. You're going to utilize what you're going to utilize, and what's going to work for you is what's going to work for you. And what worked for you now, it may not work in the future. What's working for you and being your perfect system, something that you've used for forever, there could be something happening in your life, and then all of a sudden, like, that just doesn't work for you anymore. And that's totally fine. That is, I mean, it's not fine because, you know, things change, but it happens. And what's important is realizing that you can change your system up if you want to try new things, if you want to use new sizes or new systems or new decorating styles, or get into fountain pens and you're not currently, or get into stickers or stamping or whatever. Ooh, I think that'll look nice. And no, hold on one second, I gotta find my scissors. Okay, so I had to get them out of my desk. These are not my normal scissors, but these are a similar color. I usually have the gold ones. These are the copper color. How was I thinking of just... I'm also the worst at cutting things straight. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So if you're wanting to utilize all of the things, I can kind of do it upside down. I don't think anybody's going to notice. If you're wanting to utilize all the things and just really try and figure out what your style is, that's great. That's wonderful. But if you realize what your style is currently, it may change in the future, and that's okay too. This covers up my water tracker, but it's a leaf space. So I like that. Yeah, anywhoosie. That's kind of just my thoughts on that. Because, you know, I'm really not one to talk. I've used all of the sizes, all of the systems. Oh, that turned out atrocious, but good job. So, yeah. Like, this is another way you can utilize your sticker stash. Is if what you have doesn't fit what you're currently using, cut them up. Cut them up and stick them wherever you're wanting to stick them. Because I'm typically a much more functional planner than I am decorative. So this kind of style of planning just really works for me. I feel like we should have something big over here, but I don't know what. Put this back. Check this. I think this bookcase at the top might look nice. Let's see. We're going to try two different things here. So I feel like we need something literally right here. So let's turn this around. Do we like this one? Or is this one better? I kind of like the pumpkins in this because it pulls the fall theme through, and technically over the weekend we did hit the fall equinox, so I really like that. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we feel like it's too much? I feel like it's kind of symmetrical in a way. I really like that. Now, what do we do with you? Okay, I like that. And again, I'm not the most decorative of planners. I'm definitely more of a functional person. So, yeah. Let's see. Where's the sticker I laid down I didn't use? Let's just kind of scoot this over. You can't even see what I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, I said all that to say, doing this, like, use what I currently have has really helped me. It's also really helped my creativity and really, like, inspired me to use what I already have and just kind of, like, enjoy my current supplies and just really get to dive in and be creative and have fun and just really enjoy, kind of, like, enjoy planning again. Let's see. I like that. And just getting to be fun and creative. Okay, scissors and... oh, again, it didn't work out like I wanted it to, but that's fine. Okay. Set that to the side. And I think I want to try to cut up these stickers to go up here. Kind of decorate the top. So let's cut these in half and see how this goes. Just kind of fill up the white space, if you will. And I can always cut that stuff off the top later. Let's see. And boop. Okay, I think that's cute. I really like that. And we'll put this bottom, we'll put this one down. We'll do the bottom too. Make this like super decorative. Maybe. We're trying. But yeah, something I really enjoyed, something I'm really happy I did, so I highly recommend, especially if you got a lot of planner stuff to get through. Highly recommend. Okay, couldn't see me do that, but I will be taking just this bit off up here. Okay. All right. Well, let's go through. 1 second, guys. Okay, I tried cutting the tops. It's not perfect. It's really hard when you're left-handed and you only have right-handed stuff. Okay, but all in all, let's do a little quick zoom out. I think it looks nice. I really like it. I think it's like really symmetrical. I've been able to cut up the stickers and put them where I need them. So I really like it. I think it looks nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's everything for this video. If you guys liked it or want to see more, whatever kind of content from me, let me know. Put comments down below. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you have an incredible day, and I hope you had a good Monday and your week is going really well. And just know how much I love you, and I'm really proud of you, and I hope you have just the best day. All right. Love y'all. Bye.